To Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Coming up, divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now Hall to start the drive. There he goes, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, his first throw of this playoff matchup is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Striker, 3-3. Ready?
Following the interception, Love. He'll buy some time right. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Love now. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
But when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Now making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there.
43 rail. Rail, yellow. Ready.
On play action. Love to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quinnen Williams. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Blue.
Play fake. Here's Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not
take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
Black shot. Blue striker. Steel, black. Blaster, six. Hut, hut.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
So that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football. Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Rodgers. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of it. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Downs, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Colts are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Second and 9. Rodgers now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Rodgers going to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get, wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 35. Giving it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 54 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Go red. On the ball. Set.
Love looking to throw it. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Here we go, set.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Fly through. Ready?
Throwing. Love. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Rodgers. Flush to his, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Now, hang on, we've got an injured player down there, and that's Aaron Rodgers, the quarterback shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. It's taken to the 26. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Drill green. Hut, hut.
On 2nd down, Love once more. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Red, yellow.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Black Ultra. Black shot. Ready.
Third and long for Love. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
Blue stripes. Field black. Hut.
On fourth down, Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Play action this time with Love. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Red, cycle. Set, huh?
Love, they go play action now. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
10. Ready?
Love now to pass on first down. Touchdown, Colts! Jackson, Smith, and Jigba as the first half is winding down. And the Colts would extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Look to running a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Love now. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
1st down, Love to pass. To the sideline and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Claws red. Drill green.
Working out of the gun. Love. That complete to Downs. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18. That one goes for 24 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Ready?
To the air again. Love. Pass out left, caught by Woods. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jordan Love keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Colts continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the 1st touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
To throw is Rodgers. Finding space at the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Rodgers now on 1st down. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by and the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
17.
Following the interception, Love. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quinnen Williams in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Now a pass hauled in downfield and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. So he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2 is not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On third down, Love. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Colts are going to get it back here just past the 35. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Yellow. Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Smash, red.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They're going to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Claws red. Set.
On 1st and 10, Love. He finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On play action, Love to throw. This pass left side to Downs. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Blue. Set.
Here's Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Black shot. Hut, hut.
Off the play fake, Love. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and
Ready,
10
ready.
at the 47-yard line.
Blue striker. Seal, black. Blaster, 6. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this taken in by Downs. And he's got this down to the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game and moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
First down, going to the air with Love. This pass caught, it's Woods. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Here we go, set. striker, striker.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Pass to Lazard, bringing it in on the crossing route. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Rodgers now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Rodgers to throw once more. And he'll find Hall. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down and a yard.
At the Colts' 13-yard line.
Hey, check 26. Over 50.
Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So